This is the Azaleas I worked on about a month ago now, and it actually looks like all the cuttings are gonna survive, which is quite amazing. I'm sorry I'm holding the camera myself right now, because there's these three, this one, and then there's this one. These are the only three that actually had roots when I repotted them after flowering, but the rest of them, they are cuttings, and they've been here for around a month now. And they look good, and they look to be shooting everywhere, so I think they'll actually survive, except this one. But maybe I was a bit ambitious here, because it's very thick. Sometimes cuttings can get too thick and then they won't survive, but the rest of them, they seem to be doing very well. So they are, as they say, easy to propagate and make cuttings of. We'll see if all of them actually makes it, but looks good. And this is from where I pruned. There's new buds everywhere, especially on the three with the roots. But I mean, still, it's amazing that I have all these cuttings if I manage to keep them alive. In this video I want to work on this Azalea. Yeah, it just needs a bit of pruning and a bit of wiring, and then I want to get almost all of these seed buds off it, so they don't take any energy from the tree that it can use to grow further from. So that's what I want to do. And I actually also think I want to let some of the seed buds stay in the tree, because I only have this single Azalea with red flowers, so I think I want to save some of the seeds and let them grow, and then seed them in the autumn, and then hopefully have some more red Azaleas. It's a brilliant color on this one. And also I've had to move some wire from this tree, which I made this S shape with. Unfortunately I didn't manage to film it, because it would be boring of just making me 30 seconds of peeling off a wire, and also it needed to get off before it made any more severe marks in the bark. And from the stuff I cut off, I also want to make some cuttings. So I have two ways of trying to make some more Azaleas of this species. I want to take this one off, to put more growth into this one, which is actually going to be my taper once I get further with the tree. And I'm a little bit conflicted also with this Azalea, because I cut two big branches off on each side of it right here, and I still have this one left, which I actually want to remove, but I think it already has a lot of scars that it needs to heal, so I actually think I'll wait a bit more before I cut this one off. And currently it's just gonna be a sacrificial branch, which is also fine. I mean, this is the front anyway, so it doesn't matter if I have a scar later on or something. This one is probably going to be the first main branch, because all of this is on the back branch I want to cut off later on. So this is going to be the first branch on the tree, which is gonna look okay, because you have this bend. And I probably need to remove this one, because since it's in the elbow, and also this one. But again, this is a big thick branch, and as I said before, the tree has a lot of scars still, so I don't want to put more harm to it, even though Azaleas are quite good at sealing their wounds, but I don't want to put too much stress in it. So I'm just going to leave them for now. Maybe actually cut this small one off. Can't hurt anything. Yeah, the only other thing actually left to do here is take off all these seed buds, except a few for seedlings later, and then wire these two branches with one piece of wire, so they get into the position that I want them in before they get too thick to work with. And then here in the end I'm just tying it around loosely, so I'm not going to disturb any of the new growth too much. And I can't stress enough how it's important to always have your finger on the wire so you don't snap the branch, and you can feel it before anything terrible happens, so you don't have to start over or anything. Then I can bend them. This is going to be the lowest branch on my Azalea here, so I want to keep it low because it would resemble the branch with the most age that's been on the tree for the longest time in that way. And that way it would be the heaviest and also be the one that hangs the most. Now I just need to remove the small seed containers, and I'm just using my bonsai scissors here to clip them off. I find that the easiest. Of course, again, you can also let them sit on the tree, and then comes autumn you can take them and plant them, and then you'd have new azaleas, which is also what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna let the whole tree have seeds. It's just gonna be a small part. It's actually going to be on a sacrificial branch. That's it for the taper. And on this branch I am going to leave them. I don't know how many seeds an azalea flower produces, but if somebody knows in the comments, feel free to comment. I'd like to know actually. Well, I'm gonna find out soon, so it's fine. But that's about it. Last thing, I just want to take a white paper back here and show what the tree is actually gonna look like without all the branches I haven't cut off yet. It's gonna be something like this. That's going to be the initial structure with these two big branches right here. I'm going to cut them off when I feel the tree's ready. And this one's also going to go. But again, I don't want any more scars on the trunk for the tree to have for the tree. So it's just going to be left like this. And with azaleas, they should be very easy to make cuttings from, so I'm gonna try that with the leftover stuff I cut off to promote the chances of me having even more azalea trees. I'll put some sphagnum moss on the bottom to hold the soil. I have my hormone rooting powder here, and I dip the branches in water and then I just stick them in the ground, and then it's important to water them afterwards. I learned something new since I did my last cuttings. It's actually, instead of cutting it, it's actually good to break it off. So what you want to do is you want to pull it off so it has this kind of scar, and then dip it in water, peel the leaves off, and then dip it in rooting hormone powder and then in the ground. Just trying to peel off some leaves here so there's not so much for the branch to feed. See if that helps. There we go. that's it for this video.